everyone is represented. We're not discriminating in our group. We're not discriminating against anybody. So all the union and guild members are here. Even non-union, non-guild members are here. So we're all being represented, because what's happening in industry is that there are mandates put in place by production companies, by productions, by the owners of these production companies, by the larger corporations. And they're putting these mandates in place and they're enforcing them. And it's requiring us to not only have status, vaccination status and current vaccination status, but it's also forcing us to constantly test and mask up. And a lot of the productions are still demanding that, we comply.
Well, despite most places in the world coming to terms with the fact that COVID-19 is here to stay, whether you're vaccinated or not, there's still some industries that are still holding on to their newfound power that COVID-19 gave them by implementing COVID-19 vaccine policies that prevent people from getting work. And one of those industries that hasn't been talked about that much lately in Canada is the film industry. It's been hit hard by COVID mandates, and there's one group who says enough is enough. Drea Humphrey here with Rebel News, standing in front of Vancouver's Heritage Hall because an event is being hosted inside of those doors behind me. The event is put on by the Canadian Film Workers for Human Rights and Ethics Association. There are a whole body of film workers who have had enough with the vaccination policies that are preventing anything from actors to transporters to being able to freely do their job. They say they're being discriminated against. And they've got an impressive panel set up to speak today. They are tackling some of the scientific reasons for why these mandates should be dropped by having UBC's Dr. Stephen Pellick, as well as Nurse Aurora, who you've seen on Rebel News before. They've also got Carrie Simpson, a familiar face from the Canadian Voters Association, who will be talking about why it's time for Canadians to stand up for their rights and freedom. And on the legal side, they have Victoria-based Umar Sheikh from Sheikh Law, as well as Kip Warner for the Canadian Society for the Advancement of Science in Public Policy, and who is taking on the Sue Bonney lawsuit that is seeking certification so that they can have a discovery to be able to ask Dr. Henry some of the questions we've all been waiting her to answer. So again, an impressive lineup today. I'm going to tune in, show you some of their speeches, and talk to some of the ones who are able to go on camera, because I've been told that many of them are so afraid to do so, and some are afraid to even come to this event because they don't want to be out of work for showing up. If you appreciate that Rebel News gives you the other side of the story to the state-backed media and gives a voice to people like unvaccinated film workers, then consider supporting our independent journalism. You can do so by going to rebelnews.com and clicking on that donate button. We appreciate your support.
Unfortunately, you're watching this on YouTube, which means we can't show you the full report because we will get a strike, and then we won't have the opportunity to bring the other side of the story to new people who stumble upon us at this platform. So to avoid the censorship that YouTube brings, please open up the description below, click on the link there. That will take you to the full uncensored report at rebelnews.com, which you can also check on your own daily to see what new news we have in store for you. And once you click there, I'm Drea Humphrey, and I'll see you when you get there.